Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at a project that runs on the XRP ledger. It is all right. So we're also going to be looking at the astrology of a product, but we're just going to be reading the light paper and kind of getting a gist of what this token is aiming to be. This is a relatively new token. At least like they posted this whole website, which is nice. It's like well put together. I love the themes of orange and some green, like and a lot of black. I like that. Very nice. Anyway, XSHIB, the first deflationary meme coin built on the XRP ledger. The XRP community has weathered the ups and downs and the sideways trading of our beloved XRP for years. We've hodled through the FUD, price suppression, hopium remarks, riddles, and conspiracies. We are a strong community of XRP believers, but most haven't seen the returns we like of our XRP bags yet. While our whole hodling remains strong, we are sometimes led astray chasing tales of a new doggy or moon coin that come on the market, some even moving their XRP bags to pay insane gas fees to chase potential gains. We don't want that for our XRP community. Our community members chose XRP for a reason, a low-fee, fast, decentralized network. So with the power vested in us by the XRP ledger, we created XSHIB, a peer-to-peer digital currency built on the XRP ledger. Well, all right, they get nice and short. It's telling us straight up that it's a meme coin. That is very interesting. So this is literally aiming to be like the SHIB for XRP, and it has sunglasses. It's a lot. It's cool. Has a green backdrop instead of a red backdrop. Very nice. Okay, so here's something here. So there's gonna be four. What is that? Quadrillion? Yeah, that's four. Yeah, it's quadrillion, right? Coin. I'm sorry, I'm not good at numbers. Coins burned weekly starting December the 4th. Coins burned weekly starting December the 4th. So weekly coins burned weekly. Uh, this many coins burned weekly. What? So let's see how they're gonna go about it. Here they have some phases. So let's look at that. So here it is. It's coming. It's gonna. All right, here it is. Phase one. They're going to airdrop it. So they're going to give it out to people. Phase two. They're going to harness XRP Ledger. So I guess this is fully utilizing the XRP Ledger and its amazing utilities to send fast transactions of this SHIB coin. XRP meme community. I like it. You know, there's one thing I've noticed about humanity, and people like jokes, people like comedy, and people love investing, and people love hope. And through memes, you can see people's hope get destroyed, and it's kind of funny because it happens to all of us. So memes are actually like it tells the human tragedies and all the tales of the human venture and journey. You know, meme encapsulates the pain of the soul and portrays it in like a four image or something, some image. Phase four, decentralized exchanges. Love it. We definitely want to see that all the time because the people should always be the governors of all things, you know? Not all power shouldn't just go to one entity. Phase five, unleash XSHIB. So they must, I guess this is like, they're going to release it and they're going to debut it. So we're very early in the process. So maybe there's no chart for me to look at, but let's just look at the current transit chart. The tokenomics symbol XSHIB supply 1 quadrillion and burning. Okay, so they okay community 67% community input. That's amazing. The team. There's a team. 16.5% is their team. Future listing exchange liquidity R&D 16.5%. percentages are reflective after final token burn. All right, so there's how to buy and there's light paper. So I'm gonna take you to the light paper because I'm not. I don't really have this coin, so I'm just really interested, and I want to bring it to the conscious awareness of humanity. And because someone asked me to look at this, and I think it's pretty interesting. So here it is. Let's read this. All right. The XRP community has weathered the ups and downs. Wait, is this the same thing? This is. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's some more. Here's some more tokenomics. Here we go. Team account 10% preserved in separate wallet for future uses for XSHIB community and team. Nice. Burn 40%. Weekly token burn of 4 trillion. Okay, I'm done. I'm bad with numbers. XSHIB for the first year, effectively burning 20% of the token supply first year and 50% of the burn supply. Team to revisit to reset to a lower amount second year for the burn shall be 50% or less of the 4 trillion to ensure continuous burning of token. After the total community to have 67% of token supply, 16.5% for future listing, exchange liquidity, R&D, and 16.5% for the team account. Nice. Our team has blackholed the issuing account after the initial airdrop, so no more XSHIB will ever be created again. Would you look at that? So there is a limited supply. And you know what that means? Yeah, we'll have to look into the price because I'm very interested now. Because it's kind of tantalizing when you get to read words and it's so well put together like they did it. And look at this. Simple. They got their logo. It's nice, clean, light paper. Wait, is that supposed to be puppet paper? Is that a light paper? Oh no! Now I have to roast. I have to roast their light paper. No, I'm kidding. So this is pretty cool. The creators. Let's learn about the creators. We, the creators of XSHIB, are the members of the XRP community and the XRP army who wish to bring the power to our members by utilizing the power of the XRP ledger. We want our members to not miss out on opportunities of the meme phenomenon. I did it. I was missing the me. While loyally hodling our XRP bags. Wow, that scared me. We wish to remain anonymous, as it is not us but the community that makes XSHIB. We highly value our XRP community and XRP army, and promise that no one on this project will rug pull. We're going to look at that in the astrology right now. We're going to see if they're lying. We created XSHIB to bring the power to the members and help everyone reach the moon. We don't take that lightly, and we will do all in our power for our members. XSHIB to the moon. Okay. So here we go. This is the first correspondence you get here. The correspondence for this is time for the nerd astrology talk. So all right, crypto guys that don't like astrology, this is it. This is over. But that's it. XSHIB to the moon. It's pointing us to the moon and looking at its cycles, which is already pretty good because the moon, in a way, controls the emotions of everyone, and it is the fastest moving celestial entity that astrologically affects our emotions and our water. This affects our liquidity. So this project, this white paper, let's pull up the chart now. So this is today. This is when I started researching, like literally like 30 minutes ago. And let's pull up a current chart right now to see. I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question. What is the goal and purpose of XSHIB? Who the creators behind it and the true masterminds who crafted this? What is their intention? And what is their aim, like their goal in the long run, So we could see here that the ascendant, and usually it indicates me, like the person reading the chart or the person who created the chart. So I would be Mercury in its detriment. So as you can tell, I'm stuttering and I'm like totally lost because I'm high in the clouds of Jupiter, always. But the ruler of my ascendant is in the sign of Jupiter's Sagittarius and is also conjunct the sun. Um, so Mercury here is already kind of suffering with like the solar projection because I mean Mercury and the sun in a fire sign is pretty good, but Mercury is trying to separate from the sun's kind of waning power over like everything because the sun is coming into winter where it's least effective, and so the sun's just going to be a lot more cold and a lot more dry cut and maybe just confusing, just lost. And Mercury is already lost in the sign of its detriment, in the sign of Sagittarius. So I may seem a little lost here, I suppose, because Mercury is on the descendant here. Um, but that's fine. So now you could also look at it in another way. So I was asking the question, what are the aims and goals of the people behind XSHIB? So to find out the people and who it is, we could also look to the ascendant, and then we could also look to the seventh house as well. So this and if you want to look to the creators, like the I guess the parental influence, usually traditionally you look towards the IC in the midheaven and the 10th house and the fourth house. So the ascendant is at 10 degrees of Gemini, and Mercury is at 11 degrees of Sagittarius. So this means that Mercury is completely opposite the ascendant, basically. And this is bringing a focus on learning about a meme token. So hear me out here. Sagittarius, yes, it's all about truth finding. It is about community building because Jupiter rules social gain, social networking. Jupiter is all about having all the friends and community to back you up so that you could grow and expand. But the thing is, it's funny because it says it's a deflationary meme token. So this is funny. So I'm thinking right here, deflationary means is looking to like Venus here. Venus rules the 12th house because remember, deflating, losing energy, letting go of, burning, literally like deleting from existence, that has to go to the 12th house. I'm saying it. 12th house. Um, and we can also see that Venus rules the 5th house here. So we could see that the 5th house could rule speculation because that could be a hobby for some people. The trading and investing could be a hobby for people. So that's a creative way for people to invest their money. And we can see that it goes back into more investing with other people's money because the 8th house is opposite the 2nd house of one's own personal resources. So the people and the resources of behind this project would be seen through the 2nd house, and that's ruled by Cancer. So that means it's always changing. That means it's always initiating a new way to um, basically make an emotional connection because that's Cancer rules like that emotional energy. So how do we translate that into finances and our resources of the project managers, the people who are behind this project? Well, um, we would look to the moon next. Okay, so we would look to the moon, and yeah. So the moon is at 7 degrees of Scorpio and is approaching Mars, who is at 22 degrees of Scorpio here in its domicile. Now, as we all know, the moon is in the sign of its fall in Scorpio. So what's pretty interesting here is that Mars is pretty well off here in Scorpio because this is its domicile and it's in its feminine sign and it's below the chart. Um, And essentially, the sun is below the horizon now. It's sunset, so this is kind of a sunset chart. So, so what I mean by that is this could basically be called for a night chart. The moon is in a feminine sign and below the horizon, so that's favorable for the moon for right now, at least. This is literally as I'm speaking here. Because sometimes when you don't have all the information, so like with astrology, like you don't have any dates of when this like yesterday that white paper or that revamp to the website happened. I suppose that's what my buddy Al Crypto Mafia told me, and so what we're seeing here is just like the influences of right now, because I'm asking the question like for the past 40 minutes now, or almost an hour. What is their goal? What is their intention? And then I started the video. Um, and that's what it's kind of astrology is being used as a sense of divination. This is in a way a sense of a live horary astrology right now. I'm reading the chart as it's live right now, and as we can see, the midheaven is approaching Jupiter, who is in Aquarius. So maybe I'm. This could be seen that Jupiter rules the 10th and the 7th house. So it's talking about projects that want to work, that want to be recognized and seen, or at least wanting to see them expand out their horizons to get new clients, which is the 7th house, but expand out to the public light, which is the 10th house, so that the more clients can be reeled in so that they can learn about this deflationary meme token. So, so let's look at here. Let's look at here. So the resources go to the moon, and the moon traditionally does not like being in Scorpio, but consider in the 6th house. But this Mars is well positioned because Mars is below the horizon, basically in a night chart. And in a feminine sign of Scorpio, it's domicile. So this Mars is very well off to do a lot of work and do it really quick and fast. Able to execute projects, no problem. The moon being here just makes that there's a rapid changeability, and they say that they're going to burn a bunch of their own resources. That's the XSHIB, right? So that's Mars energy. Mars was like the element of dryness and burning, uh, and yeah, the moon is usually plumpness, but since we're talking about deflationary values, the moon in Scorpio is the moon is not, so it's more of a skinny moon. This moon is in a sign of its fall. Its stomach is unsaturated because of constant agitation or something. That's the kind of archetype you get with the moon in Scorpio, or constant fear or feelings of emotional intensity that inhibit you from enjoying yourself, especially with moon in the 6th house here. So there might not be a lot of this resources that they have, but they're going to burn it. And when we want to look at the value of the token, it's kind of scary here now. Okay, so we look to Venus traditionally, and we also look to Saturn. So we look to Venus for the overall value and how it's going to be perceived by the people, and how people are going to be enticed by it. So the way people are going to be enticed by this token ever is literally by community members, because Venus and Capricorn is all about um, enjoying the social connection, the social ladder, but also growing in investments and actual, your portfolios. This is Venus in the real world reality sign of Capricorn. Ambitious Capricorn. Venus here is about to go retrograde as well. So maybe we're going to see that this project's going to probably go through a little bit of hiccups because Venus is going to be retrograde. And then maybe by the time they actually release, like, I don't know, what are we waiting for, So I have to research it further more into it. It's just a quick reading. So, so Saturn, you look to Saturn for the long-term haul. Like, what is Saturn making long-term here? Is there a long-term, like, what is longevity being provided at, and what is hardship and maybe even restriction? So Saturn is the active malefic at a nighttime chart. So Saturn here is probably causing some restrictions in other people's resources, and also because there's there's like a restriction of people feeling overly hopeful, because the ninth house is like having an open horizon, open mind, being a very like spiritual lesson. So the way that this hardworking coin could be noticed is through actually providing that hardworking ability, which we see with Mars here. So Mars is such a redeeming quality here, because Mars rules the 11th house and the 6th house. And the sign of Mars is exaltation. So since Mars is pretty dignified, and so is Saturn, Mars actually favors. Mars actually is favoring the sign of Capricorn here through sextile, and is sending a sextile aspect from Mars to Venus here from the 6th to 8th house. So this literally means burning to let go of the value and resource of this token. There's going to be a lot of sell-offs, a lot of shorts, maybe burns, but then there's going to be a lot of rocky roads that are going to be, that people will lose hope. And that's what Saturn's going to do. Saturn's going to literally put a restriction in the hope that people have for this project, because the ninth house, that's all it's about. But if you know what, the way you could redeem this is actually by providing a lot more knowledge, providing a lot more like resources, making yourself more knowable, gaining more community members, and basically doing this the right way. Doing this the direct, clean, and cut. Mars will reward that hardcore, because the 11th house of other people, your friends, and you basically like the online sphere, like say marketing, online marketing, and the 6th house of service here, and even of service. You could be really well known and find a lot of success for actually working as you promised to be, working as fast as any project like on that runs on the XRP ledger, and you deflating your supply would actually provide massive success for your clients, because the sun of success is the sun is basically leaving a sextile from Saturn, who is well dignified. So this is literally about goals and ambitions that are they are meant well. Like the ambitions of this project mean very well. But one thing you got to watch out for is Moon square Saturn here. This Moon square Saturn here in Scorpio, and Saturn being dignified and the Moon being ill dignified, means any sort of quick change, uh, erratic, impulsive behavior. If you're holding this token or value, it will over time, it will actually steady out and become very well known and expensive, because Saturn over time grants success as long as you are hardworking. So if this coin is really hardworking and people seem to grab it and take on, then then basically the value will appreciate over time. Saturn always appreciates time, remember that. But the 10th house and the midheaven is conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter is heading towards Pisces in the 10th house, and the 7th house has Jupiter here. So Jupiter here is definitely going to, if you petition for Jupiter, like it will literally take until December 28th until you'll see this coin gain a lot of success. Because say this is the chart for the coin, Jupiter going into Pisces would be well knownness, uh, expansiveness to the 10th house. So this coin was about to literally probably become very popular. I'm not even gonna lie. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be on the boat about it because of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Some fun. So this coin is basically shouting to be a community coin as well. So that's the midheaven in Aquarius, and Saturn being dignified in the ninth house here. It's all about the community. It's all about working together to build something. This is like the belief is about being builders. XRP or Ripple would be seen as Saturn here, because Saturn is the big daddy, and Jupiter would be the community that's trying to be achieved here. So you know what? I'm going to save this chart here, so that our so yeah, so the Moon square Saturn is pretty spooky, because it could say that if you sell your resources too fast, which is the Moon in Scorpio with Mars here, You're gonna regret it. You're gonna start repenting, which was ruled by Mars. Repentance is ruled by Mars, and because you didn't look at it in the long haul, even though Mars actually favored Venus, favored gains, but Mars is also squaring Jupiter. So this is literally testing. This is a hard test that's applying here because Mars squared Jupiter is basically about like testing the community to see or testing themselves and the community, even like seeing how much it works and giving a lot of feedback. If you get a lot of feedback and you work through it and you're diligent and you're patient and you don't make a big fuss about it online, Mars and Jupiter will eventually reward you. That's just a tension you might have to work out, though, is being too quick mouth and spread and like basically fear and doubt coming through like mismanagement of community and community running out of hand, basically. So as long as the community is full of mature investors and visionaries, visionaries very much are belonged here because the midheaven is conjunct Jupiter very much, and the sun is in the seventh house here, and Mars is in the sixth house here, which would be like sciences as well. So technology and science, I would say sixth house because that takes a lot of service, a lot of detailed work. Um, yeah, so this will be a very well rounded out project, I believe. I don't think I have to elaborate any further, but thank you guys for watching. That has been XSHIB. That is going to be on the XRP ledger. We're gonna look at how to buy it, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to be too much crypto channel, but I'm not afraid to look at things and to look at the chart and to kind of get the event and to tap into what's happening and to see what's going on. Because that's one thing you could use your intuition for. But you gotta watch out for bullshitting. So you gotta stay strict. You gotta stay strict with the facts. You gotta stay straight, Jack. But sometimes you gotta smoke a bowl. No. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I'm very curious because I'm new to XSHIB, besides what we just seen and the little bit I had before. Yeah. So thank you, El Crypto Mafia at Twitter. Give them a follow for sending in that request. Thank you. Have a good day.